Not so good afternoon. What you are seeing today alongside Ridge Meadow Parkway is a planned and coordinated search operation associated with an ongoing investigation that began in early March, where human remains were found in a heavily vegetated area near Ridgeway and Ridge Meadow Parkway. It's very close in proximity to where we are right now. At this time, there is no indication of any active threat to our public. Let me make that clear before I go on. This search operation involves approximately 170 personnel led by the Memphis Police Department's Homicide Unit and is being conducted in collaboration with the Medical Examiner's Office with assistance from our federal, state, and local partners. Those agencies include the FBI, the Tennessee
ABC 24 News, breaking news now.
and Rescue, and the Shelby County Homeland Security Emergency Management. At this time, I want to talk to you through the facts as we know them right now. This investigation began on March 8, 2026, when officers responded to a suspicious person call in the 3400 block of Ridge Meadow Parkway. An anonymous caller reported a possible human skull near a wooded area. Responding officers located what appeared to be a human skull at the edge of the woods. Due to the limited lighting conditions at that time, a more extensive search was scheduled for the following day. On March 9th, officers and personnel from the Medical Examiner's Office returned to continue the search. On March 10th, investigators along with the Medical Examiner's Office and Shelby County Search and Rescue conducted a more thorough canvass of the area. During that search, cadaver canine units alerted to a nearby drainage pipe, indicating the possible presence of additional human remains. On March 16th, investigators worked with the City of Memphis Drain Maintenance Division to inspect that drainage system. A camera system was used to examine the interior of the pipes based on those prior canine alerts. On April 1st, investigators assessed the drainage system from a nearby location and located what appeared to be an additional skull. On April 2nd, search teams conducted another coordinated canvass of the area, which resulted in the recovery of 14 additional bones consistent with human remains. At this time, based on the remains recovered and the initial analysis by the Medical Examiner's Office, we can confirm that the remains are believed to be those of 3 individuals estimated to be between the ages of 3 and 7. Identification is ongoing, and we are working to determine these individuals' identities as well as the circumstances surrounding their deaths. What you're seeing today is a continuation of those efforts. Our goal today is to conduct a thorough and methodical search of the area for additional evidence that will assist in identifying the deceased. Our staff, along with the other resources and partners, have been here since 6 a.m. this morning. This coordinated search is focused on a defined area along Ridge Meadow Parkway between Ridgeway Road and Winchester Road, where investigators are conducting a systematic grid search. The size of this response reflects the scope of the search area and our commitment to being thorough and not the presence of any immediate danger. This remains an active and ongoing investigation. We are following the evidence wherever it leads and will continue to work closely with our partners throughout this entire process. We understand that this information is very difficult and deeply concerning to all of us. We want to reassure the public that there is no indication of any active threat at this time, and we are taking a careful and methodical approach to ensure this investigation is handled thoroughly and respectfully. Anyone with information is encouraged to contact Crime Stoppers at 901-528-2274. Not in my prepared remarks is a comment that I would like to make, in that somebody knows where these children have come from. Someone knows of missing children that we have discovered in this area. This is heartbreaking, it's disturbing, and at this time we have numerous resources to help us to identify these young people and bring closure to this investigation. I also have with me Pastor Stacy Spencer, who is the pastor of
New direction.
New Direction. Want to make sure I had the church name right. Of New Direction Church, which is a very active church in this community and whose property is adjacent. At this time, I'll let our community leader, Pastor Spencer, to provide comments, and also Virginia Stallworth, who is the director of the Child Advocacy Center.
Thank you, Chief Davis. First, I want to say to our congregation, our neighbors, and this entire community, we see you. We feel what you're feeling, and we are standing with you in this moment. I was honored to stand alongside Chief Davis and the men and women of the Memphis Police Department, as well as our federal partners, as they continue their critical work. I want to be clear about why I'm here today. I'm here as a pastor. I'm here as a neighbor. And I'm here to speak to the heart of what this community needs right now. The safety of every person who walks through our doors, every family on our block, and every child in this community is and has always been our highest priority. We are fully cooperating with law enforcement. We are making our campus available to investigators, and we will continue to do whatever is asked of us so that those responsible are held accountable and so that this community can begin to heal. We have been in close communication with the Memphis Police Department and the FBI throughout this process. Law enforcement professionals are leading this investigation, and I will leave all matters related to the investigation in their capable and qualified hands. What I can speak of is the spirit of this community. I've watched neighbors clean up this neighborhood. I've watched our congregation mentor children and young people throughout 25 years. I've seen people pray together on sidewalks. That is who we are in Hickory Hill. That has always been who we are, and that will not change. Specifically, please know that our leadership team at New Direction is available to you. If you are struggling, if you are frightened, if you are grieving, you do not have to carry that alone. We are at the church, and the church shows up. We will have more information to share with our congregation throughout our normal communication channels. Until then, I ask that we remain prayerful, that we trust the process, and that we look after one another. Thank you.
On this very sad occasion, when we have tragically lost 3 young children, we gather here with community and our partners to bear witness. The Memphis Child Advocacy Center works in close partnership with MPD as part of our Shelby County Child Protective Investigation Team. Every day, this team works together to prevent abuse and to secure safety, healing, and justice for victimized kids. In the face of this heartbreaking loss, we are asking the community to come together to look out for our kids. In Tennessee, all adults are legally and morally responsible to report suspicions of child abuse. If you suspect a child is being abused, make that report to law enforcement or Child Protective Services. Let us intervene before the worst happens. Today, we are thinking of these 3 unidentified children who should still be here with us today, and we are hoping for answers. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. At this time, we're open for any questions that you may have.
Do we know the race of the children?
At this time, the race of these young people have not been confirmed.
How long have they been out there? I know you guys said you started the investigation in March, but right now, preliminary, how long do you think these children have been?
Just based on the information that we're getting from the medical examiner's office and the anthropologists and the scientists that are working with us, we're thinking a few years.
And how long will you guys be in that area today? When we left the scene, you guys were still out there.
Yes, and we are still working. plan to be here until we feel like we have covered every square inch of this area that could potentially be part of this crime scene. So we could be here for some more hours this evening. Of course, as it gets darker, we're hoping to close this investigation at least here at this crime scene sometime this evening.
Now, last week or within the past few weeks when the forensics team was initially out there was some interest by the family of Ronald Loomis in Alabama who'd been missing, the realtor had been missing, concerns that the remains could be of him. Does this give you any more hope, or what is your direction now in that case?
Well, we do know that there have been no reports. That was the first thing that the Memphis Police Department did. We conducted a review of all of our recent missing persons reports. And anytime we have young people, especially of this age, that are missing, we do an Amber Alert. So we knew that this individual was not, or these individuals were not persons that were reported out of our area. At this particular time, we're going to follow every inch of this investigation, no stone unturned, to just look at the possibilities. These individuals could be from somewhere not from this city, but we are looking at all of the elements of the investigation.
Was there anything else at the scene? I know you said there were bones. Were there articles of clothing, shoes, stuff like that? Any other identifiers by chance?
We have not discovered any other elements, only bone fragments at this time.
And are you guys looking at any other scenes at this time?
No, this particular investigation is in this controlled environment.
Jared Thomas with Action News 5 here. Is this area being considered a dumping ground based off of what you guys have found here?
I don't think so. As Pastor Spencer said, there has been a lot of work done in this particular community to clean the community up, a lot of activity. We don't feel like this particular, this area of shrub has been a dumping ground, so to speak. Obviously a place where these young remains were hidden.
Have you guys determined a cause of death yet?
No, not at this time.
Earlier you mentioned that this call began with a suspicious person's report. Can you tell us more about what that call was like?
Well, actually, an individual in the community was just taking a walk. They were having a walk with their dog, and they stumbled upon what they thought could have been human remains or remains of an animal, and just called the police. And after further investigation, it was determined that what they found was human remains.
When the forensic team realized it was children, how did that hit the team?
Well, it always, anytime we find an individual who is deceased in our community that belongs to somebody, it's always a somber moment. It's even more somber when it is our children, young people that belong to somebody, that belong to some community. And even though their lives have been silent, their voices have been silenced, we plan to be the voice and the advocates for all of our children in our community, and we will continue this investigation as long as we continue to have leads to find out what occurred with these young people. If there are no more questions, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank the mayor's office for having representation, council, the Shelby County Sheriff's Department, all of these entities that stand with me today that are partners and stakeholders for a safe community. We just really appreciate their support, because we could not have gotten the progress that we've gotten, and especially from our medical examiner's office to be right here in the middle of this to help navigate us through this. So thank you all very much for being here. Thank you.